Tick if the following apply to you. Has your passport or ID been confiscated by your employer? Are you accompanied wherever you go? Does someone always answer questions on your behalf? Are you forced to live and work in the same place? Are you bullied or shouted at? Are you physically abused? Does your employer make sexual advances? Are you denied adequate food, denied appropriate clothing, medical care, time off, sleep? Do your wages go to repaying an impossibly large debt? If you answered yes to some or all of these questions, you may be one of a not-so-exclusive club. You're a slave.
Well, to be a slave, you are under the complete control of another person. And that control is maintained by violence or the threat of violence.
No one knows exactly how many slaves there are today, but figures from the International Labour Organization give a good indication. Worldwide, almost 21 million people are victims of forced labour. Now take out just over 2 million who are forced labourers of the state working in prisons, say. That leaves almost 19 million people who you might safely consider to be slaves. More than 11 million of them are women and girls. 4.5 million are in the sex industry. More than 14 million do work like farming, construction, household chores, or manufacturing. 9 million are trafficked internally or internationally, and almost 12 million are slaves in their places of origin. Most forced laborers are in the Asia-Pacific region. Involuntary domestic workers, girls trafficked into prostitution, forced child laborers, victims of debt bondage. Next comes Africa. In countries like Niger and Mauritania, it's not uncommon to be born into slavery. And in countries in conflict, many children are forced to serve as fighters, porters, cooks, and sex slaves. Then comes Latin America and the Caribbean. The developed economies and the European Union have their share of slaves. So does Central, Southeast, and Eastern Europe and former Soviet countries. Last comes the Middle East. Dehumanized, bought, sold, controlled, threatened, abused. That is the face of modern slavery.